What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, next update on the Usack build. I've gotten some pretty good progress. So this is mocked together. I know I'm pretty good with the old board, as you guys saw on the Land Rover reveal. I can pretty much like not lose a model on a board, but this one might be a little different. This one's just, there we go, there it goes. This one's just mocked together. So that's kind of the ride height. We are going to have the butt end will sit up just a little bit. It'll get this running board off the ground just a little bit. But that's basically the ride height. And this is so hard to like show while it's sitting here, but I'm going to do my best. There is, oh gosh, there's the front. Ooh, it's really hard to see. There's the front. So this is the Iceman chassis under here. I made this little tonneau cover to hide the rear frame sticking through. Oh boy. So like I said, this is really hard to show, but it's hard. It's hard to see. There it is, a little bit. There's the frame sticking through. Like I said, this is the first kit that I've done that's had a lot of scratch building and cutting, and I think I'm doing pretty good. But the butt end of that is going to sit up just a little tiny bit more. So the running board right here is going to be just a little bit off the ground. It'll match the front, which is just a little bit off the ground. And I think it'll sit pretty good. I've got this removable tonneau cover that's going to need a little bit more work to fit good. The hood doesn't quite fit perfect because of the tape. So the deal is with this, I have this Iceman Collections 429 Boss motor. It's got the big full supercharger. I kind of want to keep this under the hood. I don't want to cut a hole in this hood. I might have to get this to work. I mean, I have 2 or 3 LS motors that I could put in this, but really, an LS motor in a Ford? I could order like a 5.0 Coyote motor for this, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Like I said, the motor might change, but if you look in the front of that, and you get a look at how low that chassis is, there's not a lot of room for motor mounts, oil pan, that kind of thing. So what I need to do next is I need to build motor mounts and a transmission mount for that, which will get the motor sitting up just a little bit higher. And I'm hoping that I can get it sitting just high enough to clear the firewall. But with the supercharger that's on it, I don't know if it'll clear the hood. So I'm not sure if I'm going to open up a hole in the hood and have air cleaners sticking through it, or I'm going to make some sort of custom intake for it so that the Boss 429 motor sits under the hood. I'm not sure. I do have in the parts box, I do have this hood scoop, which would be, so I'm realistically right now I'm not a huge fan. But that, God dang it. hold on, guys. So this would be, that would be the look. So it would have that Pro Stock. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I'm not. I don't know. So that's very much up in the air. The good news is I've made a lot of progress on that as far as chassis fitment and ride height. And it's like September 26th, something like that. So I've got plenty of time. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. But that is on the list of things to do. I've got the Mustang that I'm going to start working on. I'm gonna break away from this a little bit. I've got the ride height where I want it. I've got the chassis all cut and trimmed and all that stuff to where it's going to be good. I have to wait for paint. So I ordered black paint for the Mustang, but I also ordered the gloss red for the chassis in specific parts of that Ford. So I've got to wait until Monday or Tuesday for that. So that's kind of where I'm at. I might break away from that. Wet sand the Mustang. I think that might be the next plan. Wet sand the Mustang, which is right here. Here I am, guys. So that's this. I might wet sand this with the exception of the hood. Wet sand that. Get that decaled. Get that cleared. I might do that. Just so I get that one step ahead on this build. And then I have to, obviously, once I get the black paint, I got to mask that off. I got to paint that. So that might be the next step. We'll see. So I guess we're caught up on builds. But one thing I wanted to say while I got you guys here, I would really appreciate it if you would go check out. So I don't know if you guys listen to podcasts. For me, I listen to a lot of podcasts. What I do is, while I'm at work, I work by myself 90% of the time. And a good podcast helps pass that time. So I listen to Scale Model Mojo, the Model Geeks, Scale Riders. I listen to those kind of podcasts. But one podcast that I listen to is the Scale Model Car podcast, which I happen to be on. So, if you guys could go over to Spotify, or I think it's available wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, that kind of thing, maybe. Honestly, I'm not quite sure, but I can guarantee that you can listen to it on Spotify. The Scale Model Car podcast. It's Lucas E., Chuck from Chuck's Hobby Spot, and BG. Those guys are amazing. But I'm also on that podcast. They bring me in. I do what is called the Northeast Model Car Report. It's fun. It really is. But if you guys could go over and listen to that podcast, I would really appreciate it. It'd be amazing. So other than that, I think that's all I've got to talk about for today. Like I said, I'm hoping to have the Mustang wet sanded and decaled by the next time I talk to you. And I'm hoping to get the motor in that Ford chassis. That's going to be a challenge. That really is going to be a challenge because there's not a lot of room in there for that motor to sit. But I'm going to do my best. Got to scratch build some motor mounts and a transmission mount, and get that sucker mocked up and set in place for now. And hopefully I'll be able to show you that. I don't think that's... Oh, wait, actually. So, you guys, I have a secret, which is going to be really cool. So, I got these plates made for, there we go. It's hard to see. So I had these plates made for Heather's Land Rover, and it's on the down low. It's kind of a secret. It's a New Hampshire plate, and it says Heather on there. I thought that'd be really cool. So I know for a fact she doesn't watch these. My biggest supporter, and she doesn't watch these. So it is what it is. But anyway, I think that's all I've got to share for today. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys all rock. Thank you so much. Go check out Mark at Hobby Nut Models. He has like a new supply of drift and road race cars. I was just on his website today, and he's got a really cool new Platts model kit of a Mitsubishi Starion race car that I think I want to go get. I had a Conquest, a Mitsubishi Conquest, yeah, I think it was Mitsubishi. Anyway, a Conquest TSI. That car was cool. That was one of my favorite cars. I should never have gotten rid of it. Either way. So I think I want to go buy that. So you guys, listen, don't go buy that model. No, I'm just kidding. Go buy that model if you want. If it's gone when I get there, no big deal. So go check out Mark, Hobby Nut Models. Check out the Scale Model Car Podcast on Spotify. That's a lot of fun. We want to boost that up. The podcast world is missing a model car podcast, and this fills the niche, guys. It's a lot of fun, and I mean, come on, Lucas C and Chuck and BG, and fingers crossed, hopefully me for a while. Can't lose. And I think that's it. So, okay. Rewind. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one with hopefully some more updates on this stuff. Thanks. Bye.